Forget about the UK with its numerous visa restrictions and immigration laws. Let's focus on another country where there are better opportunities for you to explore. So the country I'm going to be talking about has one of the largest economy in the UK. But due to its aging population and labor shortages, they are planning to employ international workers to fill in the gap for them. So it's expected that in 2025, they are going to recruit 400,000 workers. Yeah, you heard me right, 400,000 workers to fill in roles in high demand jobs. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all about it, what the high demand jobs are, how to structure your CV because they have got specific formats which needs to be followed, and then what you can do to put yourself at an advantageous position to get this job. And another thing is, of course, it comes with visa sponsorship. So if you want to know more about this job in this country, then stay tuned. Hey lovelies, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time seeing me, I'm Sharon and I'm happy to have you here. So we all know day in and day out, UK is coming up with a lot of restrictions to get rid of people and immigrants and then stop other people from coming in. But I feel like if you want to move abroad, you need to have an open mind. The fact that UK is quite easy to come to doesn't mean you shouldn't look at other places. So that is why when I come across any opportunity that I feel like people can explore, I put on my running boots and I come here to tell you guys. So if these are things that you know interest you, kindly subscribe to my channel because you're going to come across a lot of this in the future. So we all know that Germany is one of the countries in the world that has got one of the largest economy, and due to this they have the capacity to employ people and actually pay people well. But to think of it, most people do not explore these opportunities because it's either we don't know about it or we are too focused on one thing and we are putting all our eggs in one basket. So now let's go straight to the point. So the industries that are in high demand for job roles that need to be filled is in IT and software development, healthcare, engineering, logistic and supply chain, hospitality and tourism, where we've got the hotel management, the chef, the restaurant management, event managers, and then tour guide. So in as much as there are job roles all around every sector, these 5 industries are in actually high demand. That is to say that when you apply if you have the experience and you apply in any of these roles, it's likely for you to get a job quicker than if you are outside these industries that I mentioned. Now I know a lot of people know about the UK visa application and then how to come to the UK. Not everyone knows about how Germany visa application is like, so I'm going to tell you about that, and then I'll go ahead and tell you about how you stand out, and I'll give you a CV format actually where you can look onto and follow that for your job offers. So first and foremost, for your visa application is for you to get a job from a German company or employer. Then the next thing is the employer will give you a set of documents which is termed as declaration of employment. So this declaration of employment involves your job offer, your salary information, the role you are going to occupy, your start date, and your job description. So when the employer gives you this information, you then use this in applying for your visa. But in some cases, the employers need approval from the German Federal Employment Agency because they need to show that the recruitment or employment wouldn't affect the local labor market negatively. So that is for the employer to sort out. They'll give you that information if your job requires you to. Now after this, you take this information alongside whatever will be required for the visa application. When you get to that point, you get all those information. So this is just a brief rundown for you to have a fair idea of what is going to happen. So you then apply for a work visa from the German embassy in your country. Now there are a lot of visas available, but I'm going to give you a list of about the 3 common visas that you would be applying for. The first one is EU Blue Card. So this visa is owned by highly skilled workers with really high salary. So people like professors, people who are specialists in either healthcare, engineering, IT, or whatever, but their salary is very high. So as of 2025, the salary threshold for these people is over 50,000. Yeah, so these are people with really high technical expertise or knowledge. The next one is work visa, which is for professional qualified workers like doctors, nurses, engineers, the regular workers with degree. And under this visa category, they've also got non-degree visa holders like electrician, plumbers, chefs, and all that. But with this particular visa, you need to have a minimum of 2 years experience. Now the other one is job seekers visa. So with the job seekers visa, you would actually go into Germany to look for a job role. Do you get it? And you are allowed to stay there for 6 months to look for a job. But the thing is, you can't just get that from your home country to go to Germany without having a clear plan as to how to get this job. So it's for you to apply for this visa, you need to give them a clear plan, a clear, job search plan that you intend to carry out when you get to Germany. And you need to be a degree holder, and you need to have an amount of money in your accounts before you be eligible for this visa type. It comes with its own conditions. So let me know in the comment section if you want me to talk about this into details, and then I'll gladly do that. Moving on, after you submitted this to the embassy and then your visa is granted, and then you get to Germany, you are then expected to go to the local foreigners office to apply for a residence permit before you can actually live and work in Germany. So this whole process takes about 3 to 6 months, depending on how fast you get your documents, your employer, your job role, or the country you are coming from. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is how you be able to stand out, to be able to secure these job roles, because if you are traveling, you need a map, isn't it? So if I come here and then I give you a list of companies for you to employ to, and you don't actually have the right format, you might end up applying to thousands of job roles, but at the end of the day, you keep getting unfortunately. So we'll do this, and then in my next video, I'll give you the exact websites where you can get jobs. So if you're getting value from this video, kindly give me a like and subscribe for more videos. Let me know in the comment section if you are going to apply. Say I will apply, so that it will motivate me to bring those websites for you to apply to. So the first thing you have to do is to draft your CV in a way that would meet the standard of Germany. I mean to say is customize your CV to match the German standard. What do I mean by this? Germany is not interested in people who come up with 10 pages of CV. They want it short and concise. So I'll give you a list of things that they are expecting to see and how they want you to structure it. So they want it to be in PDF, they want it to be in a specific font, which is Arial, Calibri, or Times New Roman. Either of these three. And all the information you are going to be submitting should be in a reverse chronological order. That is to say, your most recent experiences or job roles or certificates should come up first before the initial one. So now let's head right to the computer to see what I came up with for you guys. And another thing I forgot to mention is your margin should be 2.5 centimeters on each side. Yes. So for the CV, they want your personal information to be at the very top, and you can add a professional picture of yourself. It's optional, but it's highly recommended. Your name, your date of birth, your nationality, your address, your email, your phone number, and then your LinkedIn profile if you've got one. Now, the next thing you go ahead to do is to write professional summary. If you look it up, some people say it is optional, but I think it's really important for you to include it. So this is like a 2 to 3 sentence of putting out who you are and your skills, things that you think will set you aside from others. So this is where you list your profession with the number of years, and if you've got any special skills that you think will push you ahead of others, you list that there briefly, because it's supposed to be just 2 to 3 sentences. Now the next thing you go to is your work experience. So like I said previously, all your work experience and your educational background and everything should be in the reverse chronological order. So with your recent ones coming first, with your job role or your job title that you have in that specific organization, your company name, where you were working, your city, the duration that you have been working in that particular organization. So that counts first. And the next thing you go ahead to do is give them a brief, specific detail about what your experiences or your responsibilities were and any achievements. And this is supposed to be in bullet points. The next thing you are going to be talking about is your educational background, your degree name, the university, where it was located, the month and year you started your study, and then the month and year you graduated, and then your final grade. And another information I got is if it's good, display it, but if it's not good, leave it out. So yeah, that's your decision to make. The next one is your skills. So this is where you show them that you are actually the right candidate for the job. Every job comes with its responsibilities, its skills that they expect their candidates to have. So look at the skills of the role you are going to apply for. If you've got them, I'm not telling you to lie. If you've got them, list them in your CV so that it will make your CV attractive and it will put you at a higher advantage of you getting the job. Okay, now the next thing is your certification. If you've got any certification from your workplace, you went for conferences or whatsoever, it's important to list them there. This is the only opportunity for you to sell yourself, so list them there briefly with the issuing organization and a year. That's it. The next one is your hobbies and interests, and honestly this one is optional. If you think that the information you are given or the relevant ones are becoming too much, I think you can just ignore this one. It's not as important as the other ones, but it's up to you to decide. And then the next one is reference. So you have it's also optional. You have the option of listing your reference there, or you can just write available upon request. Another helpful tip is if you can learn basic German, really help you, because you are going to Germany. These days, if you want to learn something, it's really easy for you to do that, because we've got our phones. You can just go to YouTube. There are apps that you can learn new languages from every day, and if you put your mind to it, you can just learn basic German in weeks to months. If you're interested in going to Germany, I think you should start learning basic German. Now the next one, you should apply directly to the companies, because the likelihood of you getting the offer is higher than if you are going through a third person. Yeah, so if you have plans or dreams of relocating and working abroad, I don't think you should tie yourself down to a particular country because you think people are going there. Explore other areas when the opportunity comes. And one thing that we all don't pay attention to is the fact that even if US is your dream country, so far as you leave your country, which is Africa or which other low to medium income country, so far as you leave your country, it's very easy for you to go to your dream country. If you get established in wherever you are, you can start working on moving to your dream country, and then everybody gets happy at the end of the day. You might want to turn on that notification bell, because my next video is going to be about websites that can get this German visa sponsored jobs directly from the companies. So I hope this video was helpful, and then I hope you give me a like and subscribe for more. I want to see you on my space next time when I come in. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Until my next video, stay awesome. Bye.